Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first visit, welcome to Live and Love Waxahachie. Today we're going to talk about millennials, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why we've seen an increase in millennial homeownership over the last 3 years. Stick around, I have a freebie at the end of the video for you. You know you want to know what that is. Millennials were born from the early 1980s through the end of the 90s or even into the upper 2000s, depending on which source you look at. Millennials have different preferences from other generations regarding careers, lifestyles, and living in general. I spent 20 years as a teacher, and many of those years were spent teaching millennials. Perhaps that's why millennials are my favorite group of people to work with when it comes to buying homes. Let's check out the 5 reasons why we've seen an increase in millennial home buyers over the last 3 years. Reason number 1, millennials value home ownership, and once they decide they're ready to settle down, they're ready. Millennials are not the same as past generations. They are ready to embrace home ownership and settle down as soon as they're financially able. The millennial generation has been shaped by many different things, but perhaps the biggest influence was the Great Recession. Most millennials were children during the Great Recession, and that experience shaped their views regarding education, careers, livelihoods, and homeownership in general. For millennials, it is important to be able to provide for themselves without depending on jobs that require automation. We see a lot more self-starters and entrepreneurs in the millennial generation. This makes them more cautious about spending money. They tend to put money into savings or investments rather than spending frivolously. This has prepared this generation for home ownership. Number 2, millennials are able to qualify for home loans. In order to qualify for a home loan, lenders will evaluate income, debt, the debt-to-income ratio, credit scores, and other pertinent financial data. Millennials are aware of this, and they've taken strides to make sure they're in the best possible position for mortgage approval. In 2021, millennials comprised 51% of all new mortgage applications, and the National Association of Realtors data indicates that 37% of all new homes purchased in 2021 were purchased by millennials. Guys, that's over 1/3 of the houses purchased all of last year. So that's pretty awesome for this generation. Many times, parents and teachers advise millennials on the importance of saving and of spending money wisely. Thank goodness that the millennials listened, because they've got this figured out. Number 3, millennials want the financial security of being a homeowner. Homeownership offers a safety and security that cannot be found by those who rent. When they rent, landlords are in charge of determining the amount of monthly rent due, if the landlord's going to even keep that house, or if that house is going to be sold out from under the renter, or possibly the renter could be evicted for no good reason. Homeowners are in control of their destiny because they know if they make that monthly mortgage payment on time every month, they will be able to keep their home while building equity and value into their investment. That sense of security, partnered with the financial perks of investing and building equity, are leading this generation to purchasing homes as soon as they're able to qualify. Millennials are the most financially independent generation in our history. They also want the financial security of being a homeowner. This is why they go against the norm of their parents' generation by purchasing homes 10 to 15 years earlier than what their parents did. Owning a home is a great financial decision. Oftentimes, you qualify for a tax incentive at the end of the year, and who doesn't need to save money on their taxes these days? Reason number 4, millennials are more willing to take financial risks than their parents' generation. Millennials are risk takers, but it's calculated risk. They do their research, they weigh their options before they make a decision. Taking on a mortgage earlier in their lives than their parents is a financial risk that many millennials are willing to accept. They are looking for more flexibility in their careers and in their home lives, and being homeowners gives them this flexibility. Millennials put a higher value on work-home life balance than any other generation. They often adhere to a strict work hour schedule, and then they schedule in personal and private time into their calendar to make sure that they're able to achieve that. They understand that by investing in a home, they have the opportunity for their money to work for them while they live comfortably in their own home. The fifth reason we see more millennials purchasing homes is that mixed income households are becoming more common than ever. A large majority of millennial households are mixed income, meaning that one income is far above the second income. But many millennials do this by design. Even with tighter budgets, these younger families are finding it important to invest in a home. Location, I've learned, is a key factor when house hunting with millennials. They do have some must-haves on their list, but they are willing to put some work into a nicer home in an older neighborhood if that fits their budget. Some of their must-haves include an open living floor plan, updated kitchens and bathrooms, a flex space of some sort, and many from this generation work from home, so the ability to have a professional home office is a must. The rise of mixed income households is contributed to the millennial effect. The millennial effect is the trend of millennials moving out of urban areas into suburban areas. The millennial effect has been impacted by more than just economical factors. It has also been influenced by environmental and social factors. Many millennials desire more space, larger homes, bigger yards, quieter neighborhoods, and less traffic and congestion. And again, since many of these people have the opportunity to work at home, the consideration of commute times is no longer a valid consideration. They're able to commute to their home office. Millennials, I'm proud of you. You've adapted, and you're making the world fit your needs. If you're ready to start your home buying process, but you're not sure where to start, give me a call. I'd be glad to talk to you. Also, if you click in the link down below in the description, you can request a copy of my home buyer's guide. It's great reference material and it has a lot of really good information. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I really enjoyed it. I hope that you've liked and subscribed to my channel. I'm dropping a new video next week. You're not going to want to miss that. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.